The next concept is continuous compound interest. So this is interest that compounds every instant. So it's actually compounding a lot more than the 365, which was the daily, which was the most that we looked at up to this point. But continuous compound interest is it's compounding continuously. So this is our formula, and you'll notice that we have the E here that we talked about before. So I want to show where this formula comes from. We really start with the compound interest formula, and I'm going to put the variables n and r, which we're already using, but in kind of our own way, we're going to put an n and an r here. Now normally we can't just put variables or introduce variables wherever we want, but we can here because if you look at like our exponent rules, power to power means you multiply. So here, if I'm multiplying these exponents, the r's actually cancel out, and you would just have n times t, which is what we have here. So because they would just cancel out and you would get back to what you started, we are allowed to introduce that n over r there. Okay, so I want to introduce another variable, m, and I'm going to let m equal n over r. So that exponent now becomes m, and this is r over n, which is the reciprocal. So this will be 1 over m. Now, if we increase how many times we compound n to infinity, again because this is compounding every instant, then this will increase m to infinity as well. So because of that, this entire inside, that is the definition of E. So if you look back at our formula for E, this is what it was with a variable, or using m here, going to infinity. So I'm going to replace the entire inside. So the entire inside, I'm going to replace it with E. And that's really where we get the formula from. So you're really just taking the existing compound interest formula, kind of manipulating the variables a little bit, but then just increasing the number of compounds to infinity. So if 3,500 is invested in an account paying 3.2% compounded continuously, find the value of the investment after 12 years. So I'm looking for my future value. I know my present value is 3,500. I know my rate is 0.032. My time is 12. So my formula is 3,500 times E raised to the 0.032 times 12. So I'm using my new formula. And we get 5,138 and 51 cents.